fees and come down to the court and pay those fees. I don't know if there's a bond at this. I'm sure I know this was
He could probably not.
Right.
no, it's probably no bond. So if there's no other questions, your matters are gonna be dismissed, but you're gonna be responsible for
the music. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
Is it just this? Yeah, Mr. Grant, Garrett, let's see. Let's see. What he did as far as, Terrence Garrett, right?
Yeah, sure.
I only have two matters in front of me. That would be it. Now, let me say this. I know that you have responsibilities and what your expectations of you, but whoever I can speak with, if I need to see if we can get volume on my situation. Because I was talking to, what's going to happen is automatic 30-day suspensions and stuff like that on top of these things. And it sort of kind of impedes what we're trying to accomplish here. So let me know what I need to do, if I can. All right, Mr. Terrence Garrett, you're up next. This is the city of Detroit versus Terrence Garrett, case number 204-819-401, case number 204-946541. Mr. Garrett, I have an offer in the file. You only have these two matters before the court. So based on that, the offer would be to dismiss one of the matters and to allow you to plead guilty to the amended count, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. That is a 0-point offense. That offense does not abstract to the Secretary of State. It is a misdemeanor, however, but as far as the Secretary of State is concerned, they will know nothing about this. I will indicate to you, and just like everybody else, for most of the misdemeanors, I will charge a $240 fine. I will give you as much time as you need to pay, and I will also allow you to speak with Counselor Murphy on the line if you want to know any further ramifications or repercussions that go along with this.
I'll plead guilty.
Okay.
You can do it. Well,
Just in case.
Right. Yes, sir.
I mentioned to you what the expectations of the court. I just have to ask you a few questions, and anyone else that's going to plead guilty can expect to go through the same sort of questions, right, for our record. So, Mr. Garrett, you know that you have a right to a trial in the matter. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you know by taking this deal that you're going to give up that right to a trial. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And has anybody promised you anything other than what you than what has been stated on the record?
No, sir.
And you're taking this deal because you freely and voluntarily. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Garrett, can you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hands down. The court is going to draw your attention to May 5th, 2020 at around 5:49 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Ferguson and Vassar. Mr. Garrett, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the Detroit police?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
And you could not produce a valid driver's license. Is that correct, Mr. Garrett?
Yes, sir. I couldn't provide a driver license.
And that's because you didn't have a valid driver's license, right? Your license was either suspended or expired. Is that correct?
It was suspended. I took care of my bills and the tickets in Pontiac.
All right, that's all I need. That's all I need, Mr. Garrett. Thank you. With that, are you satisfied, Counselor? Counselor, can you put your name, your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Kathy Murphy, P51422 for Mr. Garrett. I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Garrett, the court is satisfied. I will fine you $240 in the matter, Mr. Garrett. I also mentioned to you that I will give you as much time as you need to pay. How much time do you need to pay, Mr. Garrett?
I actually can pay it today.
Well, that's well and good. And what I will do is this not today's. Next week's day.
Next week's day.
What I will do, Mr. Garrett, I'll give you a date of 7 days to make that payment. I'll say this: if you find yourself in a position that you somehow can't make that payment today or within 7 days, I would ask you to Zoom back in, and we'll see if we can get you some more time, Mr. Garrett, because I don't want to see this matter go away, and I don't want to see penalties and interest and all the fees attached to making late payments being associated with it. Okay?
June 18th.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now June 18th, you pay June 18th. Now, you know we'll be closed June 18th, so you won't be able to come into court, but you'll be able to pay it on the at the kiosk. I'm going to expect you to pay the reinstatement fee, which I think you'll have 2 of those as well. I'm going to waive any warrant fee. And if there's nothing further, then you're free to leave.
Okay, so is the total $240? That's not all I have to pay, or with the responsibility fee too?
That's a good question. With all that this court is concerned with on this date is at $240, right? If
Okay.
you pay the $240, but if you want to go back and approach the Secretary of State for a driver's license, at some point you're going to have to pay those two $45 reinstatement fees.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't have the authority to do anything with that. Okay, so but the court is only concerned about the 240. That make sure you pay that at least by next week. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. Okay. All right. One, two, three. All right. So, Mr. Goss, it looks as if Mr. Owens has paid 3 tickets associated with driving infractions. He's got one license problem that he needs to address. He's got 2 in the park after hours. So I don't have an offer here. You want to start?
Oh, I did it.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning,
What is your name, ma'am?
Sarah Lucas.
How you doing today, Miss Lucas?
Fine. Sorry about your inconvenience. I had a problem trying to get on here.
All right. Not a problem. I'll just ask you now to mute your phone.
Okay.
And, when I call on you, we'll get to you as soon as we can. When I call on you, so Miss Councilor Murphy has not have a docket yet.
I do have it now, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit late on those chats, but
It's okay.
just those 4. He had 3 other civil infractions. So on that one ticket, this ticket, yeah, 3 misdemeanors. So I mean, not misdemeanors, civil infractions. These are state. We'll dismiss them to the state, to the city. Okay.
So I just got to deal with these 3.
So which one is it?
The one that you said that paid the civil fractional.
Yeah, so
That's you.
so those are all, yeah, you paid all. Anyway. Okay. Mr. Martin. Okay.
Oh. You see the date?
What is it?
OE 16. I can deal with the 16, but.
I don't know, maybe.
I remember these drugs. I remember the original judge.
Okay, long gone.
Long
There's your Mrs. Long. Got you.
Yes, Mom.
Tell Ms. Long I apologize. I was moving too fast and I didn't write it down. So, let's look up Mr. Locke. She all right?
Yeah, she's good. Now, can I have Sarah look at the
That's what
Sarah Lucas. Already worked off on her too.
we have another one here. That's probably gonna be addressed. There's another one that's.
It's the state charge now.
So,
State charge.
all right. Mr. Lockett. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Owens. Let's deal with Mr. Owens. Mr. Owens, good morning. I have, a recommendation in the file. Would be to amend the driving my license not valid to a beverage and display that's a 0-point offense. And to dismiss the other two matters, I indicated that I would fine you $240. I would give you as much time as you need to pay. And also, will you have a right to the trial, you have a right to speak to an attorney, which you have on the line. The choice will be yours. You let me know what you want to do.
I plead guilty.
Let's call case number, let's call City of Detroit versus Winters, Devon, Owens. Case number SP 504-871, U39658808, U45231208. Mr. Owens, I did indicate off the record that there is a recommendation to plead to the amended count failure to display. It also indicated I find $240. You wanted to take that recommendation. That recommendation also includes the dismissal of the other two matters. Mr. Owens, you indicated off the record that you wish to plead guilty in the matter. I have to ask you, Mr. Owens, you know you have a right to a trial.
Yes, sir.
You know by taking this offer that you're going to give up that right to the trial.
Yes, sir.
And has anybody offered you or promised you anything other than what you just stated in the record?
No, sir.
And you're giving up that right freely and voluntarily, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Owens, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matter?
I do.
Put your hand down, Mr. Owens. Mr. Owens, let me draw your attention to January 29th, 2016 at 4:58 p.m. in the area of Harbor Avenue and Van Dyke Street in the city of Detroit. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the Detroit Police Department on that? Mr. Owens?
Yes, sir.
Let me draw your attention to January 29th, 2016 at around 4:58 p.m. and in the city of Detroit on Harper Avenue, in the area of Harper Avenue and Van Dyke Street. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the Detroit police on that day?
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
And were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't produce that driver's license, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And why couldn't you produce that driver's license on that day, Mr. Owens?
Because my license was suspended.
Are you satisfied, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm satisfied as well. The court is satisfied. Mr. Owens, I will accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display as a $240 fine. I will dismiss the other two matters. Mr. Owens, how much time would you need to pay?
I could pay it Monday morning.
What I'm going to do, Mr. Owens, I'm going to give you a date of June 21st, 2021. And like I told the other gentleman, if you need some more time to pay, Mr. Owens, please zoom back in so that this doesn't snowball into more penalties and fees. Mr. Owens, I'm going to waive all warrant costs. And it looks like you're going to be responsible for at least $145 reinstatement fee, which won't be a part of this order. That will be something that you'll need to take care of, though, before you can at least approach the Secretary of State for a driver's license. Now, you'll be, once you get those things paid, you'll be clear here with the 36th District Court. I don't know what you have in other districts, so you'll be clear here with the 36th District Court.
Yeah, I paid every ticket in every other city. So this is on deal with.
All right, so you'll be clear here with the 36th District Court. If there's no other questions, Mr. Owens, you'll be free to leave.
Okay. Do I pay the $45 with the court, or do I pay it to Secretary of State?
You can pay it right online with the court. So after you, like I say, all this order is the $240. That's all I'm concerned with.
Okay.
That at least gets paid by the 21st. You can pay that other $45 at the same time as you pay this. You can pay it online, any GIVDAP kiosk, or come on down to the court. But you pay it with 36th District Court.
Okay.
All right, and that's at least one reinstatement fee. I don't think you have any more, but if you do, don't hold me to the one, all right? They'll let you know that,
Okay.
all right?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, have a great day.
You too.
Okay. And have some other issues. So, I don't know. Handle this, first, we can handle this issue here. But, need help, we can help more. Let's see this. Mr. Bell? Yeah. You have Mr. Lee here, who has paid. We have two tickets, one is Michael, paid. It's 10, 20, 20, 20. Paid. That's not happening, so it's right along with it. We got today, the only two matters that he has. Everything else is going to take and close, but he's got a little more serious matter.
You say he paid the other ticket associated with it.
It's associated. So, if we want, you can.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Leach,
Are you some say Mr. Gleason?
that's what I thought I said. Good
Okay.
morning.
Again, good morning, Judge.
I'm speaking to the right person. Or I want to speak on a turn. No. Okay, you're all right then. You don't have to do that. What's your date of birth, sir?
I August 29th, 1961.
Okay. Mr. Gleason, the court is going to call the city of Detroit versus Nathan Ashley Gleason, case number SP 112-54871. Mr. Gleason, I do see that you have paid the matter associated with this ticket, the note, the expired plates matter. Based on that, we are going to dismiss the other matter. So
Yes, sir.
it doesn't appear that you have anything else. I do see a very old ticket back in 2000. It says that you owe $25 on. Is that something that, do you have a valid driver's license right now, Mr. Clayton?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah. For some reason, it says you have a $25 outstanding amount. This is 2000.
Sir,
Yes.
I do not have any tickets. I have not had a ticket literally in years.
I see that, and I'm talking about years ago. I'm just letting you know what the computer says here. It says that on if you have an ink pen in front of you, I'll give you the case number. You can look it up yourself. Let me know when you're ready.
I'll need a moment, sir.
Let's say that this matter is going to be dismissed, and so we can.
That part of the reinstatement. What's the complaint?
Case number SP 671-562. License.
That's 671-5621.
562. Way back in 2000.
What's the thing? Waiting.
Nathan Gleason. Glet.
Thank you, sir. I'm ready to write this case number down. I don't know what it could be about. I haven't had a ticket in eons.
I understand that. It's something. Is it? All right, so it's case number SB. S is in Sean, B is in boy, 671-5621. And I appreciate the fact that you haven't had a ticket. This goes way back to 2000. And it seems like you paid everything. It was a speeding ticket, 70 and a 65, and you paid everything except for that $125 fee. It doesn't appear that this has had an effect on your license, but I'm just giving you the information. We're going to dismiss the ticket that you had today, that you had in front of us today. And with that, there will be nothing further. If you don't have any questions, Mr. Gleason, you're free to leave.
Well, it probably would be the smarter thing to leave, Judge, but I'm just going to state for the record This case number that you just gave me, I really don't think it is me. I have not had any contact with the police department in Detroit or any other city in far longer than 2000, sir. For any type of...
I'm sorry. Did you ever stay on Artesian Street?
I did stay on Artesian Street. I don't remember the address over there. But yes,
That's
I
fine.
did stay over there.
Well, this is 21 years ago, Mr. Gleason, so I can understand why you probably wouldn't remember it, but it just, I just had to give you the information. It's got your date of birth, and it doesn't have seemed to affect your license in this long. So I don't think it will affect your license. But I can't say that for certain. I wouldn't think it would, but I just like to make sure that when I pull up anybody's name, I try to make this a one-stop shop. I want them to try to get everything they know about what's in the system here. The case does read that it's closed. It's 21 years old, and it's just $25. It seems like everything but the $25 was paid.
Okay, sir. Literally, I live on a semi-truck now. I'm a truck driver. I've obtained and renewed my CDL Class A license several times since that time.
What I'm going to do, Mr. Gleason, is I'm going to have my clerk just waive that fee.
Thank you, sir.
All right? You be safe
Thank
out
you
there
very
on the
much.
road. You be safe out there on the road. And we appreciate you getting all the essential things that we need. Be safe. And if you have any other questions, you can always Zoom in. Or if you want to watch justice being administered on one of your driving breaks when you're out there in the world, you can always YouTube in to Judge Sean Perkins, okay?
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Have a
I
great
wish
one.
you all a good day.
Thank you as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Mr. Lockett, you're up.
Yes, Judge.
Let's see what we have. Okay. Mr. Lockett, I have 5 matters in front of me. The offer is to plead to 2 of those matters. Dismiss the other 3. I'll fine you $240 in each one of those matters for a total of $480. I'll waive the warrant cost on the matter, one of the matters, and it looks like you're gonna have a $45 reinstatement fee on that matter, which again, you've heard, will not be a part of this order. This order will just be $480. The improper plates is a 0-point offense. The other offense is a failure to display, which is another 0-point offense, both misdemeanors. I do have Mrs. Counselor Murphy on the line. You can very well speak with her about the matter, or you can go to trial. It's your pleasure, Mr. Locke.
Okay. I plead guilty.
All right.
Your Honor, may I ask you a question?
Yes,
Why is this listed as a show cause on the docket?
because at some point, Mr. Lockett was supposed to appear in front of the court, and it missed that date. And I do understand and appreciate that the notices that we send out, the mail has been awful and things like that. So what the court is doing now is instead of issuing a warrant for people's arrest, they're just issuing a show cause to give them that other opportunity to make sure that they got those notices and things like that. And then after that show cause, if Mr. Lockett or if anybody else that has a show cause doesn't appear, then a warrant will be issued, and that's how the process goes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. This is the City of Detroit versus Darnell Eugene Lockett, case number SP 1127317, counts 1, 2, and 3, and case number SP 112731191. Also, case number SP 7972291. Mr. Lockett, off the record, I indicated to you that the offer is to plead to amended count of improper plates, a 0-point offense. Also to plead to the amended count of failure to display, another 0-point offense. We will dismiss the other 2 matters. I indicated that I will fine you $240 on each count, a total of $480. I did indicate, or if I didn't indicate to you, I'll say to you, as I say to everyone else, I'll give you as much time as you need to pay. And I believe you indicated to me off the record that you would like to avail yourself of that offer. Is that true, Mr. Lockett?
Yes.
And Mr. Lockett, you understand that you have a right to go to trial in these matters?
Yes, sir.
And you understand by accepting this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
And has anything other than what has been stated in the record been promised to you or offered to you, Mr. Lockett?
No.
I probably should say that a little bit better. Have you been promised anything other than what's stated in the record, Mr. Lockett?
Oh, no.
Okay, and you're taking this offer freely and voluntarily, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Lockett, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matter?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Lockett, you can put your hand down. Let me draw your attention to October 22nd, 2020, at around 12:44 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 7 Mile and Bradford Street. You had an occasion to be pulled over by the Detroit police at that time.
Yes, sir.
And at that time, Mr. Lockett, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't produce that license, is that correct, Mr. Lockett?
Yes, sir.
And why couldn't you produce that license?
My license was, I believe, expired or suspended.
All right, do you believe, Mr. Lockett, or do you know?
I know it was either or. I believe it was suspended.
Counselor, is that sufficient?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court believes that's sufficient. Mr. Lockett, I will accept that guilty plea to the amended count of failure to display, 0-point ticket, and a $240 fine, Mr. Lockett. And Mr. Lockett, on that same day, did you have the proper plates on the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
You did have the proper plates.
Yes. I had plates, registrations. Only thing I didn't have was my license and insurance. but my plates and registrations, everything was registered.
So we have a problem here, Counselor. So that would be in, I can't establish a factual basis for the improper plate.
Mr. Lockett, are you sure that your plates were perhaps,
Let me see something here. He is just about to come in. Go ahead, Counselor.
Mr. Lockett, do you think perhaps your plates might have been expired?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. It was expired. It was expired a couple months. It was. I remember because the officer told me that the governor didn't extend I guess the plates because of the coronavirus. So it was expired by a couple months. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
You got any more cases?
No, let's ask Mr. Ross, put your appearance on the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Police Report, Dante Goss, P60162.
All right, we just need to clean up. We got Mr. Lockett, and Mr. Lockett, we established a factual basis for the failure to display. We're just having a little bit of issue with the improper plates, and I just want to make sure that the people are satisfied with the factual basis on the improper plate. Mr. Lockett, again, I'm going to ask you on that date and time that's we stated in the record. Do you know whether your plates were improper? Meaning, do you know whether your plates were valid or not at that time?
It wasn't, Your Honor.
I think Mr. Lockett indicated they had expired, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's okay. That'll I'll accept that as a factual basis for that. I'll allow Mr. Lockett that plea, however, is not an amended count for the record. That plea is a pleading straight up to the improper plates. And really, Mr. Lockett, the improper plate is they charge you with improper plate. So I don't have to amend that to anything, but it's still the same 0-point offense. So I will fine you $240 in that matter. That is a total of $480. Mr. Lockett, how much time do you need to pay?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? I'm going to say.
Can I make two?
Say that?
I was about to say, can I make two payments, different payments?
Listen, you can pay it off as best as you possibly can. What I will do is I will give you 30 days.
Okay.
And in that 30 days, you pay it off as best as you can. I will waive warrant fees. Mr. Lockett, you're going to be responsible, it looks like here, for just one reinstatement fee.
Okay.
$45, but that's not going to be a part of this record. But as it relates to the other ticket, I'll give you till June. What did I say? I'll give you till July 12th.
July 12th. Okay.
I did state that I'll give you as much time as you need to pay, so that's control date. If you find yourself unable to pay those matters by that July 12th, I would hope that you would zoom back in and let the court know so that we can try to figure out how we can find some time for you, more time for you to pay, because I don't want this to turn into a situation where you get extra penalties and fees attached to that.
Yes, sir, I understand.
All right. So with that being said, any other questions, Mr. Locke?
No, sir.
So, no further questions. The court has nothing else. Looks like everything else is to be taken care of once you take care of those matters. Other than that, Mr. Lockett, you have a great rest of the day.
You too, Your Honor.
Thanks so much. Recall the warrant. Not guilty of the only two
We can see who that is, it's signed in. We can see who that is, it's signed in.
Is that Mr. D'Angelo Gay?
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm all right.
We're just gonna pull your file. Bear with us. We'll try to get you in and out as soon as possible, Mr. Gay. I have. This is, these are all state.
You need to take prosecutor, Your Honor, no?
No. Decision. So. Hey. Mrs. Gill?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're up next.
Okay, thank you.
This is the state of Michigan versus Sarah Louise Gill. Case number SP 1027423, counts 1, 2, and 3. What I will do in this, you have 3 misdemeanors.
Yes.
I will offer you to plead guilty to the first count of allowing an unlicensed person to drive. I will fine you $240 in that matter. That is a 0-point offense. That offense does not abstract to the Secretary of State. I will give you as much time as you need to pay. And do you have valid documentation? Do you have a driver's license, Mrs. Gill?
No, I don't. That's how I found out about these tickets. I was going to the Secretary of State to get my license, and they told me about these tickets. I had no idea about them.
Did you have insurance on this day?
No, I sold my car, and he was, I guess he got,
That wasn't a question, Mrs. Gill. Is this,
No.
let me ask you this. You sold your car, but you sold this car back in 2019, is that correct?
yes, that's the day I sold it when he got pulled over.
So what you're saying to me is that you sold the car and whoever had the car got pulled over at that time.
Exactly.
Documentation.
Do you have any documentation that you sold the car?
No, because I sold it to my son.
It's a lot of state matters anyway.
Did he ever transfer over?
Did he ever transfer ownership of the car?
No, because once I found out he had got pulled over, I didn't know that would reflect me, and he didn't do what he was supposed to do. I took the car back. Now it's just sitting in the driveway in the backyard.
So you sold it and then you took it, then you repossessed it.
Took it back.
All right.
That's a 257.
So, and you don't have any insurance on it now, all right?
Oh no.
All right, so I'm gonna offer you that offer of allowing an unlicensed person to drive. I'll dismiss the other two matters. If you're gonna be responsible for 3 reinstatement fees of $45 a piece, which is $135. That won't be a part of this record, but that will be something that you'll need to take care of before you go to the 36th district. Before you go to the state of Michigan and see if you can get a driver's license.
Okay.
I want to take
This is state number. Okay, yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll also make it a little bit better for you. We'll give you a 3-month delayed sentence on that, and I will close that out upon payment of the fine. So what that means is that you won't even have the misdemeanor on your record.
Okay, thank you.
Would you like to avail yourself of that offer, Ms. Gill?
Yes, sir.
This is the call case already. Okay, so, Mrs. Gill, you understand taking this to you understand that you have a right to a trial, right?
Yes.
And by availing yourself to this offer, you're going to give up that right. You understand that?
Yes.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what has been stated in the record?
No.
And you're taking this offer on your own free will, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Raise your right hand, Mrs. Gill. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matter?
Yes.
You put your hand down. Mrs. Gill, I'm going to draw your attention to September 23rd, 2019 at around 3:22 p.m. Mrs. Gill, in the area of Puritan and Ashton Street, and you probably won't know that based on what you represented, that the person who allowed the person to drive. Did you own at that time, and what I mean by own,
It was still in my name.
Exactly. Did you own a 2007 gray Ford vehicle?
Yes.
And did that have plate number DFZ5527?
Yes.
And Mrs. Gill, did you allow somebody to drive that vehicle?
Yes.
And did that person have a valid driver's license?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna accept, is it satisfied, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna accept your plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I'm gonna fine you $240 in the matter. I did indicate that I would offer you a 3-month delayed sentence. And I'll further indicate that upon payment of the $240 fine, I will dismiss the matter.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, how much time do you need to pay?
I could pay it the 22nd of this month.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you 3 months to pay it.
Okay.
We'll give you pay by September 13th, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
We will dismiss the other 2 matters. Mrs. Gill, you'll be responsible for the reinstatement fees, and what I see here is that you have 3 reinstatement fees, and that is it. And I just suggest that I would pay that $240 sooner rather than later, so we can get this closed out. That case will be dismissed. It'll be like it never happened.
Exactly. Thank you. I appreciate it, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Gill?
No.
Did I leave anything out, Counselor? I didn't hear you, Counselor.
No, Your Honor. Just Ms. Gill has the 240 fine and plus the reinstatement fees. I'm sorry, I was distracted for a moment, Your Honor.
That's all right. And reinstatement fees have nothing to do with the 240. That just has something to do with you getting back to the Secretary of State and getting on the roll with your license.
Exactly. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, Ms. Gill.
You're really gonna go for this past Mr. Gates' date of birth.
Well, Mr. Gay, what's your date of birth?
March 24th, 1998.
Thank you. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to make this a one-stop shop for everybody. So we're looking it up and we're trying to get every matter that you may have, even what you may have in the future, on the record, so that you can have it. You don't have to keep coming back to court and all that stuff.
All right.
Okay, so here. Mr. Oliver, those prescription glasses?
Yes, sir. I have a light sensitivity.
Okay, great. No problem. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning, Your Honor?
Very well, thank you. All right. Let's see here. I have. I have Mrs. Lucas. That stays or used to stay over in my old neck of the woods on the north end. Shoot, what time is that over there? 35. Church was on Delmont.
What part of that?
Between Lynn and Westminster.
That's where we know each other
I went to church there. Yeah, on the corner on Del Bar,
Yeah.
in the construction down. There it is.
Mr. Goss, Mrs. Lucas has those matters, but those matters are 2014 matters. I do see that she's paid the civil infractions that went along with both. She had 2 civil infractions that went along with both an expired plate and expired. Ms. Lucas, you're gonna get a gift, Christmas gift in June today.
Thank you.
Uh, This is the City of Detroit versus Sarah Latrice Lucas, case numbers SP 114030, counts 1 and counts 2. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the warrant. Can you state your appearance for the record, please, Mrs. Murphy?
Morning, Your Honor. Kathy Murphy, P51422 for Ms. Lucas, who is present.
Okay. It's your floor, Counselor. Mrs. Lucas has 2 warrants out. Would you like to make a motion?
I would like for you to recall the warrants, Your Honor. I move for you to recall the warrants, please.
I will recall the warrants. Ask for arraignment. I will enter a not guilty plea on Mrs. Lucas' behalf. Mrs. Lucas, due to the age of these tickets, I will dismiss both matters. However, you will be responsible for $2 45 reinstatement fees. I do see also that you paid both of the civil infractions that went along with this. I will waive any warrant costs. And Mrs. Lucas, if you don't have any questions, you'll be free to leave. Keep in mind that you have to pay the reinstatement fees before you can attempt to go get a license. Are you still on? Are you still on the north end, Mrs. Lucas?
No, sir.
Oh, I'm not either, so. All right. I appreciate your patience. If you don't have any further questions, you're free to leave.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So I just paid both of the $245 reinstatement fees.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You as well.
I like that. Okay. I don't even know how to hang up the phone.
I'll hang you up.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Let's see. This is Lopez. Sonia. Let's see here. Mine. License. Are you there, Mrs. Lopez?
You're on mute, Mrs. Lopez. There you go.
Okay. Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Did you get any other infractions with this ticket, Mrs. Lopez? I don't see that you did.
She can't hear you.
Why can't you?
But now, yeah, to-
Can you hear me, Ms. Lopez?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, Mrs. Lopez, the offer today will be to plead guilty straight up to the single count of allowing an unlicensed person to drive. That, like I said to everyone else, is a 0-point offense, no abstraction to the Secretary of State. It is a misdemeanor. However, the offer is for a 3-month delay, and I'll afford you the same opportunity as I've afforded everyone else, in that you can listen. Mr. Goss. I think this is Mrs. Lopez. This is on you, your call. Did you get any other tickets associated with this offense, Mrs. Lopez?
I don't think so.
Only in that night, for that charge, normally someone drives a vehicle, they're probably not in the vehicle at the time.
I don't think.
Or allowing.
Well, I don't know. The ticket says allow to operate. Were you in the vehicle at the time?
No.
So that's all she would get, just that one violation.
Okay, the 3-month delay, I will allow you to pay that, and upon payment of the fines, I will dismiss the matter.
Okay, thank you.
Would you like to avail yourself of that offer?
Yes.
This is the City of Detroit versus Sonia Lopez. Case number 207-110-991. Mrs. Lopez, off the record, we may have had a discussion. You got charged with 1 count of allowing an unlicensed person to drive. And I said that I would fine you $240 if you were willing to plead guilty to that count. I would also take this matter under delayed, 3-month delayed sentence. And I'll go even further, Ms. Lopez, and afford you the ability to have this matter closed out and dismissed upon payment of the fine. That is a 0-point offense. That offense does not abstract to the Secretary of State. However, it is a misdemeanor, but if you make the payment within the allotted time, you won't even have the misdemeanor on your record. It will be dismissed. Mrs. Lopez, you've indicated that off the record that you want to avail yourself of that offer. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand, Mrs. Lopez? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this matter?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You can put your hand down. Mrs. Lopez, you understand that you have a right to a trial.
Yes.
And by taking this offer, you give that trial right up. You understand that?
Yes.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what has been stated in the record?
No.
And you've taken this offer freely and voluntarily, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, Mrs. Lopez, let me draw your attention back to 12/26/2020 at 9 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Pitt and Green. Did you have a Chrysler 300 registered to you?
Yes.
And did you allow someone to drive that Chrysler 300 by the name of Ronaldo Lopez?
I did not allow him. He did take my vehicle without me knowing, but.
So, Your Honor, may I
It is
speak
my
with Ms.
vehicle.
Lopez in a breakout room? She's not going to be able to make a
No,
factual basis.
I would rather proceed like this. I would rather proceed to just set a trial date in this matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
No. I mean, I think that, I think this is one of one. I think that what I'm gonna do is, if you can come back, Ms. Lopez, we'll set a trial date. The offer will remain open, okay?
Okay.
If she don't speak to the attorney, she's not gonna be able to make the proofs. So,
Well,
We're not going to make proofs today, Mr. Prosecutor. She's not going to give this offense.
right. And if she says that she didn't allow him to do it, then it's not gonna change. And then
That's correct, Your Honor.
We'll bring the officer in, and it could potentially get dismissed. If it doesn't get dismissed, you'll still be in the same situation you are. So, Ms. Lopez, the choice is yours. Now, the choice is not yours right now if you can't establish a factual basis. But if you could establish a factual basis, Counselor, what would you suggest Mrs. Lopez to do if you want to take the counselor's advice?
I would advise Ms. Lopez to set the matter for trial, Your Honor.
I would, I think I would just, pay the.
Your Honor, may I speak with Ms. Lopez in a breakout room?
I'll put you in a breakout room.
Thank you.
Mrs. Lopez, join that breakout room when it's asked of you, please.
Okay.
All right. Who we have? We got Mr. D'Angelo Gay. We lost, I thought we lost Mr. Alt. We still got Mr. Alt. So, Mr. D'Angelo Gay has been waiting patiently, and I appreciate that, as well as Mr. Alt.
Who is it about here? Or is he what?
These are all Mr. Gay?
No, these are.
Oh, that's Mr. Alt.
But the word that the Bible today is people.
What's you over there barking about? What's you over there?
you?
No.
We're back, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Lopez, are we back on the record?
Yes.
We swore in and everything, right?
Yes, that should be.
All right. Mr. Gay, I'm gonna give me a minute. So, what was, without knowing any details of your conversation, what would you like to do, Mrs. Lopez?
I would like to take it to trial.
I thought so. So trial date will be August the 13th, 2021, and it's always at what time?
9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock.
August the 13th.
August the 13th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Ms. Lopez, I'm going to schedule a bench trial in this matter. I understand that you have a right to a jury trial. I am not asking you at this moment to whether you want to waive that right or not. I do understand that this matter has the potential of being resolved on that date. If the matter can't be resolved on that date, then I will afford you on that time the opportunity to determine whether you want a bench trial or not. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Is everything, have I covered everything, Counselor?
Yes, you have, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any other questions, Mrs. Lopez?
No, I don't.
All right. I will see you back, God willing, on August the 13th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You have a very good day. Thank you.
Same to you.
All right. Sorry about that, Mr. Gay. Let's see what we have, what we can do
No problem. No problem.
to help you in that. All right. So, and I'm going to ask you to wait a little bit longer because my House counsel just left. So what I have for you I have really only 2 matters today.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, how many?
I have only, let me see,
Yes.
just one matter.
Just one matter.
So I only have 1 matter up to date from Mr. Gay, but looking at the computer here, Mr. Gay has a number of civil infractions that are either pending or in default. So I am going to allow, since these civil infractions are very recent, I do not know and do not want to know why Mr. Gay did not set a court date in these matters, but I will allow on a motion of your counsel, Mr. Gay, to set aside the default, which is only in 2 of the matters, so you can have a chance to have those matters heard.
So moved, Your Honor.
Well, I don't think we called the case yet, but
Okay.
what I'll do is I will pass your file over to the city attorney, allow him to review it and to see, and there's another, so do we have everything here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Insufficient lights. We have
One of them is just like who's supposed to do community service.
which one? Expired plates. 2/3. Insurance. Roll along with that. We have insufficient $25 reinstatement fee on the 16 case that I can't do anything for you, Mr. Gay. We have this one, 6. I'm tight. Two. One. Yes, sir. And then
It was, last, what did you say? 100.
100.
Order for community service to 5 days. I don't know if that was supposed to be a due as a cost.
It looks like when I look at this, I say, Mr. Gay, when it rains, it pours, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes, it does.
Seems like you got within a 5-day period pulled over twice. Let's see. A lot of those came out the same. It's actually in 1002. Did you say that?
Yes, Your Honor, that's 100.
How was that?
Because you're saying we posted 5 days for yourself.
Not on the 1002. That's a cylinder.
SP 10521 002
SP
You give me an ink pen.
105
105.
21002.
Mr. Gay, you, it seems as though you entered into an agreement to be afforded drove my license suspended. You pled guilty, and you seem like you entered into an agreement to do 5 days community service as opposed to
But it's nothing that we can do.
being fined and costs. Do you recall that?
Okay.
Can you repeat that, Your Honor?
It seems like you got a ticket back in 2019 in December on on New Year's Eve of all days, and
Correct.
that you got driving while license suspended, and that you entered into an agreement at that time, you pled guilty, and you were, it seems like in lieu of paying the fines and costs, you requested or were given the opportunity to take 5 days community service.
Correct.
Okay, do you have proof of that 5 days community service?
I don't. It was so long ago. I don't.
And you didn't do that 5 days community service, then, did you?
I believe I did.
Oh, man. Come on, Mr. Gay. That's a good. If you gotta sound a little more confident when you say that. You're supposed to say, yes, Your Honor, I did, but it's been 2 years and I don't have the proof anymore.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It's been 2 years and I no longer had a proof of the community service I did.
It's too late now. That's for next time. Good. So I'm going to, well, we'll get to that in the end. What I will do is I'll either allow you to do 5 more days community service, because let's be real. Really, community service is supposed to be something that we're supposed to be doing without the just because we want to be able to serve our community, right?
Right.
So without the benefit of doing it for some other the benefit of the bargain of getting some fines and costs paid, Mr. Gay, you're an able-bodied young man. I'm sure you're an intelligent young man. I'm sure that you have a lot to offer the community in way of serving, some youth out there or some church organization or something. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm not going to make you do that. Oh, I'm not going to make you do that. I'll give you opportunity to pay $240 fine for that matter. But if you do, but what I'm saying is, hey, we're supposed to be doing those type of things anyway to better our community, right? So I'll let that go, and we'll get back to that and give you the option of either doing the community service again or allowing you to pay a fine and cost on that and get it closed out. But as it stands now, I'm going to hand your file over to the city attorney to see if we can get something for these other matters that you have, that you can live with, that you can get paid some kind of way. Are you working, Mr. Gay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I realize you're working, in that you can, how many hours a week?
Well, I'm just starting like at a new location at McDonald's. The current location I was working at, they remodeling. So today I'll go to work at 2 o'clock from 10 o'clock. So that's 8 hours.
Oh, I mean, how many? But so it's obviously not going to be full time, right? Mr. Goss. All right. Okay. He stepped out. So what we'll do is, how old are you, Mr. Gay?
I'm 23.
All right. So let me say this, and I should have said this to some other people online. I'll give you the court's number, but I was speaking with the undersheriff last night, and they really, really have a need for new Wayne County sheriffs. And I haven't spoken. He said he was going to put me in touch with his recruiting advisor, and he said that he was going to. I told him. I said, "Listen, Sheriff, I would love to be able to present this to some of the defendants that come by me. It is a very, very good job. I don't know what's your background or what you got in your background, and I'll allow." If you they would have to vet you, right? But I see you're a young man, 23 years old. You know, he said they're starting at somewhere in the area of $40,000, and they need people so bad that he says, you know, you can expect to be able to make in there upwards of $50,000, $60,000 because they have so much overtime that they need sheriffs bad. So, Mr. Gay, I kind of should have let some other people on the line know that, but it sounds like you might be a perfect candidate for something like that.
Appreciate that.
All right. So what I'll do is you can write my court number down.
Ready when you are.
313-965-2402. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what I'll do is I'll contact the undersheriff and see if I can get some information from him on who you would contact. And I would say it wouldn't hurt to at least apply, you know, and let them do whatever they have to do. You know, like I say, my aunt always told me the worst thing they could tell you is no.
Right.
But you're talking about a full-time job, that's a career job. And that's a starting pay. And we're talking about full benefits and everything. You know, so I would love to be able to do that for you if you would like that.
No problem.
All right. I'm gonna ask you, I know you gotta go to work. I'm trying to get you out of here as quick as possible, but I also want to make sure that this is a one-stop shop. I do see you have these other matters that are on here. So my city attorney has just left. He had to take a phone call. As soon as he gets back, I will allow him to review the offer, and I will allow him to write something up, and then I'll present it to you. And Mr. Gay, I'll afford you the same opportunity as everyone else. If you don't like the offer, if you want to take it to trial, we can set a trial date. You may do better, you may do worse, or you may do the same, but the choice will be yours. Okay?
All right.
Mr. Oliver.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you for your patience, sir.
No problem.
Mr. Oliver, it looks like you've been pretty busy yourself.
Yeah, to a degree. I would agree.
All right, let's see if we can get you something that you can live with as well. I don't see, was Mr. Oliver on the docket today? Yes.
He's on the whole second page.
Yes, I see. What about, there was no offer in his either, is it?
No.
You on the north end too, huh?
Say that again, sir.
You were at least on the north end at one time too, huh?
It's hard for me to hear you, Your Honor.
I said you were at least on the north end at one time too, huh?
Yeah, at one point in time, yes, I was.
A lot of north end up in there this morning. So are you still on the north end?
No, actually, I'm on Glendale, Linwood area, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's I thought that was the Glendale. So I just wanted to also make sure that I had the correct address for you. So the same applies to you, Mr. Oliver. You have some matters that we are trying to, that we need an offer for. I see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
22.
Let's see. You got, yeah.
Yes, 18.
He's got 18 on the docket. He's also got, I see 19. He's also got, unless I count, he's also got 3 in.
Yeah, I think I put it on.
And everything.
Which one you need?
Oh, I didn't do myself.
Oh, I'm almost done. I do the ones I'm done.
Yes, sir. I have like 8 left.
You're doing all, are they going downstairs to the morning?
Hmm?
You're doing all, are they going downstairs to the morning?
You gotta show cause them first. But this is the first time, so you gotta show cause these one time. Then you can do the kids.
That's the simple, right?
I got to.
That breaks.
You're right. I like.
But I don't have to talk to the judge, he can put it on the record to do that. Your Honor, anything particular I need to know about this case?
Mr. Gay is, first of all, like I told him, when it rains, it pours for him, so he got a couple of matters within days of themselves. Also, he's not working, he's working, but he's not working full-time. You heard he's
Underemployed.
You heard that. And I don't think that you heard that I offered Mr. Gay, I told Mr. Gay that I talked to the undersheriff last night. They have a super need for Wayne County sheriffs, and I told him to give the court a call when I get that information to the recruiting advisor. And it seems like Mr. Gay is at least has showed a little bit of interest in that. So we may be having Mr. Gay at some point in the near future. Wayne County Sheriff, our Wayne County Sheriff. So with that being said, that's what the discussion is.
Out of all of these, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are man. The rest are state.
All right, we'll dismiss the state based on the pleas.
So I will.
Thank you.
Are you associated with Fire State? I'm looking at my book. You see Fire State.
I know the improper plates carry no points and no abstraction. Let's see what inspired this.
Can I just get a trial date, Your Honor?
You want a trial date?
Yes, sir.
Well, at least, I don't know what the rush is, but yeah, you can get a trial date.
Actually, sir, I'm in the hospital. My son is in the hospital. He's been in the hospital for over 60 days. I'm just trying to.
Okay, you should let the court know that, Mr. Oliver.
Oh no, it's not sir, it's not a problem. I was just
You know, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying
We would have pushed you further than this.
yeah, I would have tried to accommodate you the best I can.
Oh no, I've been up here with him the whole time. He's been in the room with me the whole time I've been on Zoom. It's just he just started his physical therapy. And I'm
see
trying
that. So I don't want to it's EY tickets. It's like EY, some junk license tickets, and false ID tickets.
Other. That way it can also show.
All right. All right. We're going to call the case numbers in the matter of Jason Allen Oliver. And this would be the state of Michigan versus Jason Allen Oliver. Case numbers 1145829, counts 1 and counts 2. Case number 203980291, counts, I'm sorry, strike that. 203980229, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number 204588843, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number 204588844, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 1062, strike that. SP 10632226, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 106-35841. Case number SP 107-7827, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number U409391108. Case number U2, strike that. Case number U62478310. Case number B80759809. Case number 095156471. I believe I covered them all. Mr. Allen, what I will do is I will afford you that trial date, see if we can get the matter resolved. That date will be 8/13/2021. I'll go a step further and allow you to set aside the defaults for the civil infractions so that those can be heard at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If you have no further questions, Mr. Oliver, I wish you and your son the best of luck. I do appreciate the fact that you were there. I didn't know, I just knew I saw some, what looked like children's thing. I didn't know whether you were in the bedroom or not. I would like for you to make sure that when you come back, I should remember hopefully, but I would like for you to make sure that you indicate that you are in the hospital and or at least you were at the time. Hopefully everything gets better with your son, but make sure you indicate that as well, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr.
All right,
Oliver,
Ms.
did
Nelson.
you hear the, I'm sorry, Judge, I just wanted to make sure Mr. Oliver heard the date.
8/13/2021, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, and I wouldn't, you're supposed to get a notice, right? But I wouldn't rely on that notice, because of the mail. My clerk is gonna do her duty and send that notice out to you, and are you at the, 2471 address?
Yes.
All right, so other than that, if you don't see that notice, we'll still be expected to see you back here on 8/13/2021, and we'll see if we can get these matters resolved, all right?
Definitely. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you and good luck to your son, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Gay. Oh, so I'm looking at, I got, you want to expire, please?
Right.
I think it does. Let's see, expired points. Let's see.
I was trying to attempt to not have any misdemeanors.
I got that. I appreciate that.
I think you have my time.
You want?
3,500.
Take it to me.
I feel like you want to do it.
Take it to me.
Can you call me get my news? You get my news files. Because we don't have my news either.
That's great.
It is many days.
I'll take you.
0 points, 0 abstractions, but it is in the way, depending on the way it's written. Is either a misdemeanor, let's see, expired.
This one is a civil.
Is a civil infraction, 0.0 abstraction.
Okay.
What about this love? Did she never come back that day? Did she never show up? This is Mr. Gay as well. I think that was an extra. When you have the SP 1165 101, 1011, I think that that's the extra.
So it's gay.
So this is- I've got to try to get myself, keep myself organized. All right. All right, let's see. Let's see. This is Oliver. These are the civil infractions on top. Set aside default. They were all happened last year during the pandemic. All right, let's see what we have. So, here we go. Sweet. 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 Responsible. 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 Okay. Mr. Gay, I appreciate your patience.
No problem.
I think that, this is a very favorable offer. What is being offered to you is to plead responsible to the civil infractions. Those civil infractions are expired plates, 3 responsible pleas to expired plates. That is a 0-point offense. That is no abstraction to the Secretary of State, meaning it won't have any effect on your insurance. The Secretary of State won't know anything about it. For each one of those matters, I'll fine you $145. I will waive any warrant costs and everything for that. And then I will dismiss the other cases. It appears that you have other. It appears you have other $45 Secretary of State fees that you're gonna have to. Before I speak, let me make sure I'm speaking correctly. It doesn't really appear that you're only gonna have this one. Well, when you talk about the dismissals and expected to pay a reinstatement fee in that? It doesn't see. Let's look up case number 207-247-351.
No reinstatement.
So it doesn't appear you're only gonna have one reinstatement fee of $45. So if we calculate this, 145 today would be $435. If you add that to 240 and that community service you forgot about doing, or you believed you did and can't get the paperwork, if we take that and allow you to pay it, you'll pay $675. What I will do is I will allow you to do community service again and take care of all these fees. But instead of the 5 days, I'm gonna ask you to do 10 days of community service.
Okay.
So let's see.
Your Honor, if
Yes.
if you calculate 8 hours at $15 an hour, which is a fair living wage, that would be $120 a day. How much? And I'm confused, Your Honor, because Mr. D'Angelo Gay has only one ticket on the docket, and I'm looking at the 36th District Court website, and it seems like there are quite a few tickets under Mr. Gay's name, but just about every single one that I've clicked on so far has been disposed of. So I'm confused about what's going on here. I'm sorry.
I don't see what you're representing, how everyone has been disposed of.
No, Judge, I'm just clicking randomly, and it's. I'm just.
Tell me what you're talking about, a random. Give me a case number of what you see that has been disposed of that we're. Give me an example of what you're talking about.
Okay, so there was a ticket number SP 103-8033, count 1 is closed. It was disposed of on.
Yeah, that's not a part of what we're talking about.
Okay, Judge, I just don't know what we're talking about is all, because there's only one ticket on the docket. That's all I'm trying to say.
Did we call the case?
No, we didn't.
Let's call the case.
Okay.
And then if you're looking at the screen, then you'll hopefully be able to see what I'm seeing.
Okay.
All right, this is the state of Michigan versus D'Angelo Laron Gay. Case number SP 1163155, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 1165100, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 1165101, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 1182584, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number 207-247351. Can you state your appearance for the record, Counselor?
Kathy Murphy, P51422 for Mr. Gay, Your Honor. Mr. Gay is present.
Yes. So, did you have a chance, or do you need me to read those case numbers back to you so you have a chance to look that up?
Thank you.
I see them, Judge.
And I appreciate that, yeah, Mr. Gay, you only have the one matter up for today. But like I indicated, I think you heard me before, I want to be able to make this a one-stop shop for you so that, you know, you're going to have to address these matters at some point anyway. And my staff is doing the extra work. Myself and my staff are doing the extra work so that we can try to make it so you don't have to come back, and make it so that you can go and seek your license as soon as possible so you can get back on the road legally.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay, so getting back to that, I am listening, Counselor, again to the argument that you were making about the community service.
Yes, Your Honor. So the proposed offer is 3 civils and 1 misdemeanor. Is that correct?
The proposed offer is 3 civils, and see, the misdemeanor, Mr. Gay already pled to the misdemeanor. So I have no authority except to impose the sentence agreement or allow Mr. Gay to, that 5 days community service was something that Mr. Gay agreed to, and has lost the proof of that, and based with no proof. I'm not going to say Mr. Gay is lying. I just got to say that since he can't provide that proof, the court doesn't have any ability to discharge that ticket under those representations.
Understood, Your Honor.
But I did indicate that I would allow Mr. Gay to do more community service.
So by my calculations, Your Honor, at $15 an hour for $145 times 3, which is $435, plus the $240, that's $675. At $15 an hour, that's 45 hours. That would be, essentially five and a half days, Your Honor.
5.5 days. So 5.5 days. You know something, Mr. Gay?
Yes, sir.
It's something, and for some reason, it's something that I see in you that you may not see in yourself right now. I don't know, you probably do. But I'm hopeful, and you don't have to state whether you will or not, but I'm hopeful that I'll hear from you in the near future with that offer that I presented, so that at least you would attempt to do that, because I think that would be a very, very good offer for you. But if we say 5 days community service, that would be 40 hours. I'm inclined to say, give me 20 hours of community service and we can close this out. But Mr. Gay, I know you're working and I appreciate that. And I'll do everything to make it so that you can get these community service hours at a place that's near you, or, if you give me some reputable place and provide that with me, I don't care where you do the community service hours at. In the city of Detroit, though.
Right.
It's got to be in the city of Detroit. If you can give me the 20 hours, I'll close it out under 20 hours of community service. So that's less than the 5 days. And Counselor, I do appreciate your argument. I do agree with you on that. But like I said, I'm gonna do that for you. That's the best I can offer you. And I can always offer you the ability to pay, and I can always offer you the time, as much time as you need to pay. So the choice is yours, Mr. Gay.
That's a very kind and generous offer, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're very much welcome.
It's my turn to talk.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd rather do the community service.
All right. All right. So what we'll do, we'll put 20 hours in the file. Let me ask you this. How long you think it'll take you to do 20 hours of community service?
You say that's 5.5 days, right?
No, 20 hours. 20 hours. So if you look at a work week and
That's a
say,
day,
so
right?
like that's 20 hours is less than it's like 3 days.
Yeah, maybe 2.5 days, 3 days.
Yes.
Right. And you know how the game goes, Mr. Gay. You know, you get somebody, you do a good job for them one day, they let you go 4 hours and give you credit for the 8. You let you do that. You know how the game goes, Mr. Gay. You know, all it's about is showing up. All it's about, really, that's the hardest part of these things. And I'm gonna challenge you to not just do this in the future just because you have these things. You know, I know you have a certain amount of abilities that you can afford some younger people that are coming up behind you. And I think that those are some of the more rewarding things in life, is to be able to try your best and to steer some of those young people on, show those young people some of the things you've learned along the way, and move forward. So, you know, I'm gonna challenge you to, and I challenge myself to try and do more community service each year and do something for somebody without anything in return. Here, you're getting something in return, you know? So does that, I know I won't keep you any longer. I know you got to get ready and handle your business. So we will, you said, how long will it take you to get that 20 hours done about, roughly?
Maybe 2 days.
Well, now let's not say 2 days. I'm giving a control date, a review date. Why don't we come back in 30 days?
30 days.
Just so that, you know, you can do that. And if you can zoom in those 30 days and you can have that person that you helped out in the community service zoom in and kind of tell us that. And if you can tell us in those 30 days what you got out of that community service and how that made you feel, I'd like to hear that.
Sure thing.
And Your Honor,
All right.
if whoever Mr. Gay does his community service with is unable to zoom in on the review date, would you accept some sort of written proof that Mr. Gay could show on the screen or perhaps email to you?
Certainly. I'm going to order that Mr. Gay show me some proof of community service. I'm going to order that. But no, I say that because I guarantee you, young man, when you show up and you provide that person that you do that community service for, or that nonprofit, that we want it to be a nonprofit, an official nonprofit, but that nonprofit, I'm sure they would have no problem zooming in on your behalf and telling how much they appreciate your services.
Oh yeah.
And I guarantee.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was thinking maybe a church. Maybe I can do community service at. Maybe a church by me. Maybe.
And then I guarantee you that you are going to get a certain amount, a lot of satisfaction out of that. And I guarantee you're going to be looking back and you're going to be doing this on your own. And you're going to make, what you're really going to do too, is you're going to make relationships for yourself moving forward with strong people in the community. And you're going to make those relationships, and those relationships are going to last a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Yes, sir.
So it's the order of the court to,
He didn't accept responsibility.
oh, okay, let's do this.
And
Thank you.
he had to go through probation to get it.
Okay. Yes. What does he have to do?
Probation department. Ask for Ms. Green.
Ask for Ms. Green. Write this number down, Mr. Gay.
96524.
313
Uh-huh.
965 3414.
341
4.
And ask for Ms. Green.
And ask for Mrs. Green.
Miss Green.
And if you're willing to take this deal here, you have to raise your right hand. Mr. Gay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Gay, let me draw your attention to February 6, 2021 at 2:26 p.m. in the area of Grand River and Lauder. Mr. Gay, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the Detroit police?
Yes.
And at that time, were you pulled over for expired plates? Or, well, I don't know what you were pulled over for, but did you have expired plates on your vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. And you knew they were expired, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Gay, in the date of February 11th, 2021 at 5:32 p.m. in the area of Larned and Griswold, right by my old office, you did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the Detroit police?
Yes.
And at that time, did you have expired plates on your vehicle?
Yes.
And you knew they were expired?
Yes.
Mr. Gay, on March the 31st, 2021 at 7:50 p.m. in the area of Jefferson and Joseph, were you having occasion to be pulled over by the Detroit police?
Yes.
Yes.
And did you have expired plates on the vehicle?
Yes.
Yes.
And did you know those plates were expired?
Yes.
Yes.
And was this 2006 Chevy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The court is going to accept your plea, your responsible plea to the civil infractions. Those are 0-point offenses. Those offenses do not abstract to the Secretary of State. The court will fine you $145 in each matter. The court will also dismiss all of the other matters. I'm sorry. Can we make a motion for the setting aside the defaults?
So moved, Your Honor.
We'll set aside those defaults. The
Thank
court
you.
will dismiss all the other matters.
Thank you.
The court indicated that the court will allow you to take on 20 hours of community service. And if that proof of that community service is shown, the court will Also, close out case number SP 105-21002. The court has indicated that you can, if those community service hours aren't done for the cases, you will owe the $240 on the SP 105-21002, and you'll owe $145 apiece on the 3 responsible civil infractions that you pled to. The court will give you 30 days in this date of July the 12th, 2021, to either get that 20 hours of community service done or pay the fines in that matter, which will total $675. And let's see. I also indicated to you, and I'll indicate to you as I did to everyone else, if you elect not to do those 20 hours of community service and you find yourself in 30 days unable to pay that $675, I would ask that you Zoom back in, and the court will see if we can give you some more time, because I don't want these to compound on you with extra penalties and fees.
All right.
We have the number to Mrs. Green at probation, area code 313-965-3414.
Yes, ma'am.
3414. I did also say to you, Mr. Gay, that I will reach out to the undersheriff. I will hope that you call me. You can call my courtroom at 965-2402 if you want to avail yourself of the potential of the being able to become a Wayne County sheriff. I can't guarantee anything, but I can definitely guarantee you that I'll reach out and try to get that contact information for you. If there's nothing else, Mr. Gay, I will either see you soon back on Zoom or see you somewhere in the world.
All right, sir. I appreciate you.
I appreciate your patience, and good luck to you.
I got one more question.
Certainly.
Okay. The proof of community service, am I gonna be like, it's not gonna be a sheet to count the hours? So you prefer the person that I do the community service with, or like a church or anything, you prefer them to be on Zoom with me to provide that proof? Like
not
that?
necessarily. He's gonna probably give you a letter, and he's gonna say, you know, Mr. Gay, you know, a lot of it is gonna be on you in being straight up too with me. You know, you know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you come into a problem, I expect you to Zoom back in and say something. Anything that happens in this world can be worked out, but you have to be the one to step up and ask for that help. If you don't, then nobody knows. Everybody's going to go on with their lives, and everybody's going to just do that. And then what's expected of you is going to be expected of you. So I think that Mrs. Green will be able to find some.
Send to Ms. Green, and then Ms. Green gives us the compliance stuff.
All right. Yeah, Ms. Green is going to take care of those compliance issues. If you comply, you don't have to Zoom back in at all. If you did the community service this week and did everything you were supposed to do, and Ms. Green puts that, you'll never have to Zoom back into this court again. We'll automatically close your stuff out.
All right. Thank you.
All right. But you're free to come in anytime.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. Have a good day. And
I was gonna say,
you're free to leave.
all right, you all have a good day too.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Counselor.
Oh, gosh, Judge, it was my pleasure. It's my pleasure to meet you, and I wish all the judges were like you.
Well, we'll definitely try to do what we can do to help the people. And I appreciate your representations as well.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. A good day to you and your staff. Everyone have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
All right. What you say? What you say?
I'm going to the restroom, I'll be back.
You're fine.
Oh, okay. Well, you at 1:15, right?
Well, we're gonna get back on the record at 1:30, or not even necessarily get back on the record, but I'll be down here starting to Zoom up at 1:30 and get people checked in, so.
Okay. I'll be
Unless I need Darnell, well, I guess we're gonna close it out, right?
Uh-huh.
We'll close it out, so we're not worried about anybody coming
Yes,
back in. All right, so we'll close it.